Tonight, the Channel 9 investigator team uncovers the startling truth about the unknown dangers of softball games, including the horrendous account of one man, as well as an in-depth investigation into the hidden dangers of softball. Softball, the silent killer.
Every year, millions of unexpected people play the sport of softball, believing it to be a fun and recreational sport. But unbeknownst to them, there's many hidden dangers in the sport of softball. Since the sport's creation in 1887, there has been dozens of recorded injuries. I've had the lucky chance to sit down with one of those people who've been injured in the sport. Let's watch. Hi! Oh, forgot.
Sorry,
Nice
Rebecca.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi Scott, thank you for joining us.
It's good to be here, Rebecca.
Could you please tell us where exactly did you get your injury from softball?
I broke a multiple fracture in this bone, and it broke it off, and so it's just kind of floating there, bone chips hanging around, and then I cracked it all the way up my wrist.
You poor soul, you poor soul.
I took it like a man.
You're so brave, you're so brave. Could you please tell us exactly what happened that day?
Well, I was playing first base, close game, and I don't normally play first base because I'm not like 6'2". And it's just kind of line drive foul ball. I take off as fast as I am, and ran off, and as I caught it over my head like this, I caught the ball. I want you to make sure I knew I caught the ball. I caught the ball, and the fence was right there, and I turned my head and put up my hand to stop my head from hitting the bar, and my fingers actually bent back and touched my wrist, and that's how I broke it. So I immediately fell to the ground, but then I knew everybody was going to come running over and be like, "How are you doing? Are you okay?" So I jumped back up.
Are you okay?
Do I look okay?
I think we need to take you to the hospital.
No, I don't want to go to the hospital. I'll take it like a man.
I just jumped back up, looked at my wrist, and thought I can still play because I've got a left-handed glove, and it's not like I ripped my arm off or anything. And I want to make sure you know I didn't cry, I didn't roll around in the dirt. But I jumped in the vehicle and just drove myself to the hospital.
No, please, no, you can't, my arm! Brave man. God bless you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
God bless you. You're brave, you're an inspiration to all of us.
That's my goal.
So were you aware of the physical risks when you were playing softball?
Well, you know, with any physical activity, anything you do that's sports, there's a risk.
Right. But were you aware, I mean, that's more of a muscles pulling, strain, stuff like that, but a compound fracture, that seems a little extreme.
Well, this is just a real fluke injury. I've never seen really anybody get hurt in softball, but this was just kind of one of those fluke things.
Well, I've done my research and found several dozens with at least minor to severe injuries. I mean, how can you not deny that softball is one of the most dangerous sports out there today?
Well, I suppose if you count scraping knees and, you know, things like that.
I did count them.
I suppose that could be, you know, a bad injury, but usually compound fractures are not what happens in softball.
Yes, but wouldn't you agree that softball is one of the most dangerous sports on the planet?
And that might be stretching it a bit.
I don't think so. So, at least we can agree that softball should be at least banned from at least America.
No, I don't think it should be banned from America.
You're not working with me. Cut the camera. As you can see from first-hand experience, softball is a very dangerous sport. And to further illustrate this, I'm going to show you the many hazards that come with playing softball. If you join me over here. Wrong hand. You gotta be really careful when you're dealing with softball. After all, dozens have already been injured seriously. Not to mention countless minor injuries. You gotta make sure you're wearing the proper safety precautions. And you don't know how loud the sound of those bats can get. And that dust, don't even get me started. That's not going on. Alright, remember, we are trained professionals. You don't want to try any of this at home. Softball is a very dangerous sport. Alright, let's do this. Oh, you want some more? Shocking indeed. I hope this report has been as shocking to you as it has been for me. I hope now you're aware of the many dangers and risks you take when playing the sport softball. Thank you, Rebecca. That has been another compelling report from our investigators. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I know I will never look at softball the same again.
Yeah, like you ever do anything physical, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Tune in next week as we investigate men dressed as women. Physical.
Shut up! Wasn't that funny?